Yes, I will help you. Just wait. You're doing it? You don't need any help. Hello. I have my little helper right there doing her own necklace. So I might have to grab beads that fall on the floor. Yes, and I put makeup on too. Oh, thank you. But I'm gonna wait a few minutes like I do before we get started. This class is probably going to be a little bit shorter. Jewelry making is depending on what you're making. Jewelry making can be pretty quick. Depends on like if you're like doing wire wrapping or anything, and I'm not doing any wire wrapping in this class. I am not very good. What is your question? Because I'm a monster, yes. Mom. Look at you. Good job. Mm-hmm. That's not how that goes. That's not how that goes. So Michael could only find cherry sweet tart ropes, and I sent him strawberry, and now apparently, thank you. You put it on the string. Mommy's busy. That's your project. This is Mommy's project. They are. I mean, I had both. Although I showed you that I have the tropical punch ones. Those actually taste like those multicolored fruit roll-ups. If you ever liked those, it was pretty decent. Strawberry still wins, but it was all right. I had to share them with Andy and Alexis. You know, if you can ever find anything but strawberry. Or I mean cherry, if you can find anything but cherry. Okay, let me get a couple of small little cups and apparently pick up a bead. You can't drop those anymore. Mommy needs them. Not for beads, but no, these ones are for Mommy. For these. Okay, so a couple minutes past 2. I noticed on my other streams that I have a really long wait time, and so I'm going to try to shorten that up just a little bit. So for jewelry making, you can usually go to stores and you can get, so one of the things I have is I actually have a pre-done bracelet. So it has the yes, dear, the clasps already on it. So I got this one. I actually got this one a while ago because for Christmas I got bath bombs that had little charms in them. And so, of course, they're not crazy quality or anything, but I thought it would be cute to put the little charms onto a bracelet. and we're around Christmas time. Of course, we really want to be talking about Christmas time right now. But since I have this stuff, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So that's the first project I'm going to do is just with these, the charms. And the charms came with, so the little things that are on there, they're called jump rings. And they came with some, but they're kind of quality. So I actually have my own right here. And so just to let you know, I actually got rid of a ton of my jewelry stuff last year. So I had to actually go out and buy some, which is fine. It's okay. No, they don't actually cost a bunch. So I got the 3 different sizes. So they're 4, 6, and 8 millimeters. And so I'll probably use the 6 for these ones. The second project that I'm going to do, I got an 18-inch chain. It did not include a clasp for it. So I did get some lobster clasps. They look like that. Of course, 3 different sizes. And I actually have what is going to be the funnest part, which is this. So I'm going to make this into a necklace. And you can see there's nothing inside of it. There's nothing in there at all. That's because I have loose gems. I have loose gems. I actually got these loose gems when I went on a Caribbean cruise. It was very, very interesting. So what the jewelry stores would do there is they would give you a loose gem, right? And for free. And then they would say, well, you could trade that back to us and we'll give you $100 off of something or whatever. And I was always like, nope. I would just leave. And my mom got them too. So I actually have loose gems and I have made some stuff out of them. Gave some pieces to my mom or whatever. And so we're going to use the pink one in there. And I'm going to actually make it a necklace with this and put it between, so the chain will come off the 2 sides. So that's what I'm going to do today. Nothing too crazy. No wire wrapping. I'm sorry. I am no good at wire wrapping. I tried it in the past. It's terrible. I hate it. But I do have my Box O jewelry tools. These I did not get rid of because I don't want to rebuy them. But if you don't have jewelry tools, definitely go ahead and use a needle nose pliers, a small pliers. If your needle nose pliers is really, really rough, because with these ones, you can see on the inside, they're pretty smooth. Are you going to put these ones on there? Yes, Box of Tools TM. Okay. I know people love my little helper. So I'll show you what she's doing. Ignore my dirty kitchen. Can you say hi?
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm doing beans.
So, anyway, the pliers they're really flat on the inside. So needle nose pliers, they're ridged and everything. So try to put some fabric or something in there if you're using regular needle nose pliers. Otherwise, you will kind of rip up your jewelry a little bit. These ones, I don't need them. That's for wire wrapping. And we're not doing that. So I actually have another one of these with the flat sides. So, and then the other one I'm going to use is this one. So, oops, pushing buttons, doing things. All right. So, we will start with my charm bracelet. So I will open up my little pre-made bracelet. Guys, are you talking to your beads? Yeah. All right, so I've got it already done. So nice and pretty. Wow, great job, guys, making a bracelet. So I think this one I bought at Michael's. My other jewelry stuff I bought at Joann's. If you're interested in getting stuff, both the stores are doing curbside pickup. So if you're not interested in like going into the store, you can certainly shop online and do online pickup and get some jewelry stuff and have a little bit of fun. So we're going to talk basics about jump rings. So jump rings, you know what, I'm gonna open these and I'm gonna show you on just a regular jump ring. Basically all it is a ring with a split in the middle. Wow, this is terrible packaging. And so, let me pick one of these up. This is the size that I'm gonna use for my charms. And so this is a jump ring. And you can see, I want to have one. Okay, that's fine. So as I turn it around, can you see the split in it at all? Probably not. But there is, it's right there. Oh, the tools, they're right here. You can have one of those. So what you actually do is you don't pull apart this way, you actually split them sideways like this. Ah, yay, you could see it. So that's a jump ring. And so grab another one. Yeah, that's okay. Took the bead reamer out, so you can't have that. So Annabelle was carrying my tools earlier today. And so I'm just going to take the jump rings off of these ones. And so the easiest thing is to split them so they come apart like that. You never, and I don't care about these ones, so I'm going to show you on these ones. Yeah, good job. Are you doing what mommy's doing? So you never want to, let me get them lined up here. You never want to like pull, and it doesn't work very well either. You don't want to like try to pull them apart and split them open like this. You don't want this because all you're doing is just wrecking it. That one's a crimper. What you want to do, sure, you can play with that one. What you want to do is like what I did here, which is just open it, not pull it apart. Don't peel it. You want to show them? See? Good job. All right. So, that's the basics of jump rings. I hope that makes sense. So now all I'm gonna do, Alexis, yes, she's very good. So down here, you can see that I've got my bracelet here. And I mean, basically, you know, just if you're really anal, count out, you know, like just decide where you want them to go. However you want to put them. So I'm probably gonna do I'll do my you want to hold the Christmas glove for now? All right, so then, I mean, this one's really easy. These are really big. You just slip your jump ring in there. And then put your charm on there. Alexis, honey, I'm gonna put this together in a bracelet. And then do you want to wear the bracelet? Do you want to wear this when I'm done? Okay. Go ahead and just slide it on there. I mean, this is super simple to do, and I give up. No, I'm just kidding. Whoops. Just dropping it. It's fine. Alexis, honey, mommy's gonna finish this and then you can wear it, okay? If she can ever hold things in her hands. Yeah, you're supposed to be making your necklace. All right, and then put it on there. And then to close the jump ring, you just twist it back. And the parts should slide together nicely. There should be no holes in it. And then sometimes I just yes, I drop a lot of things. This is kind of why I like stopped doing jewelry. I can't do all that intricate stuff, but there's one. Yay. So I'm going to take the old cruddy jump ring off of this one. These ones are all bent all over the place, so I'm just gonna grab a new one. You better go get it. And then I'll pick my next spot. I mean, I'm not being super fancy about it, but just go there. That's good. Works for me. I'm going to drive Michael crazy because they're not going to be like nicely spaced and everything. I heard he's kind of a perfectionist. So, there we go. Now I got to get my other ones back from my daughter. Can I have the glove? Yeah. No. The glove. Can you get it for me? Yep. Thank you. Okay, that wasn't the glove, but that's all right. It's the ornament. Can you guys see okay? Normally for charm bracelets, you just do one jump ring for each one. I also have my phone open, Michael. If for some reason something happens, let me know. All right, let's put... Yes, please. Okay, 1 second. Mom's in the middle of this now. There we go. Okay. Thank you. All right, so now the ornament. We'll just slide that on there. Okay. And then just slide that jump ring closed. Make sure there's no space there. They should come together really, really nicely. And sometimes you have to push, you know, a little bit, do a little bit of wiggling. But the more you wiggle the jump rings, the weaker the metal will get. So don't, you know, wrench too much. I mean, usually when you buy jump rings, you get a package of them. So they're all going to be backwards. That's fine. All right. So that old cruddy one off. And my mom has had me dissect old pieces of jewelry and like put them together. I've had people ask me to fix jewelry for them. So I've done a little bit. Stuck on my nail. Slide those on there really nice. I now have a charm bracelet. And you know what? I'm gonna fix this. This is where my wrist sits, right here. I have some jewelry experience, I guess. Like I said, when I first started crafting really getting into crafting in college, it was jewelry making. I've made quite a few pieces. Before, but they just it was never anything so spectacular that I could start a shop with it, or anything like that. So I kind of just had a bunch of made pieces that I never did anything with. And so what I ended up doing was stopping doing that and getting more into crocheting, cross stitching, that kind of thing. People tend to like those kind of presents more than jewelry. Although I still, every once in a while, like right now, I'll just make something small, something fun. I have some leftover stuff. That I've made, or that I have yet to make, like these, like I have these and I want to make stuff with them, but I just hadn't yet. So I'm going to finish all my stuff, and Alexis is still going to be stringing and unstringing beads. You are stringing beads. Taking them off, putting them on. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. I should show you it without my Fitbit on. So, if you don't already have charms like I did, I know that Michaels and Joann's sell quite a bit. Do you want to wear this? No. Okay. You're going to build a bracelet now? No, I need help. You need help? You got to string it on here. You got to string it on here. Like that? No. Sorry. Like this? Yeah. Okay. Mommy's going to do her next one now, okay? What? All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to make my necklace with the piece. So, like I said, I got these a long time ago, and I had measurements for them. Packages that I got them in, a few of them that I got them in had their measurements on them. So I actually ordered little pieces online in which I could fit the little jewels in. I think I lost everybody but Michael. Either that or the participant list is terrible. So what you can see is it's this little piece with that hole in the middle with the pegs. So of course, if you've had a piece of jewelry before that has any sort of a gem on it, the pegs that hold the gem on. Yes, there's beads in there. So I have this, and I actually am going to set that right in there. Yeah, look at that. And now I'm going to push them down. I will try this. This also is used for things like that. It has not the metal piece there. So, but I'm actually going to try this. And so when you're setting loose gems, in my limited experience, I've done this a few times, is you want to make sure that your gem is in there nice and straight. These are mommies. You want to make sure that your gem is in there nice and straight. Shh. Alexis, mommy's talking. Yes. Because if you start putting down the pegs and it's not in there straight, that's how it. Alexis, you need to go downstairs with Daddy? Okay. Sorry. We'll start again. So make sure that it's in there nice and straight. Once you start putting those pegs down, it's going to be a lot harder to pull the pegs up it. So just kind of want to make sure that it's in there. Are you guys able to see that at all? No. You're driving me crazy. All right. So I'm going to start pushing these pegs down. And then I'm going to just totally. So I'm going to put my finger on there. I'm going to push down these pegs. And they will take a little bit to push down. And you want to make sure that they fold over the gem. You want to make sure that they fold over. And so again, like I'm having that issue where I'm folding and the piece that I got, or the piece that I have putting the gem in is not the highest quality. So can you go downstairs with Daddy? Then you need to be quiet. Okay. And so these pegs weren't really straight to start with. So I am just doing some adjusting, making sure that these pegs are going to go down nice and hold the gem in there nice and flat. I'm actually going to take the gem out for this one because this one got bent way back, probably in shipping. So as you can see, I could still take it out. I only have 2 of the pegs folded over. Of course. course. So yes, and I'm sorry, this is really fiddly work. But I will get it in and then we will finish our necklace. So taking this jam out, I can't get back in now. So straighten these. One. Okay. So I can get it in there. There we go. Put it back then. I need a disclaimer on all my videos. I am not a professional. I am an amateur. Amateur of all things. All right. Now we're going. Now it's going good. Now it's looking nice. There we go. And so in pushing these pegs down, it's pushing that nice and flat up against there. I will show you in just a second here. So it is fiddly. You do kind of got to fiddle around with it, especially if you got just a piece off the internet and everything. So this is my piece. It's all nice and tamped down, sticking through back there a little bit. Okay. And so the way this one came is this one was flat and this one's twisted. So I do have to twist that one and cross your fingers that it doesn't completely break. I don't know why they do that. I think they do it to make it a hanging piece. We'll see if I can twist this to be the way that I want it to be. If not, it is going to be a hanging piece. That's not going to do what I want it to do. I'm not going to mess with it. We can still make it the way that I was thinking though. All right, so I've got my 18-inch chain here. I'm going to go ahead and take this off of here. And so my plan for this necklace, and of course, no idea is the wrong idea with jewelry. You really just try and do whatever you want, kind of, is to actually take this apart and set that in the middle. So it's actually going to be part of the chain. Alexis took my other cup, so give me a second. And so for this one, it's a little bit smaller. So I am going to take my smaller size jump ring. To do this. So of course we want to find the middle, especially if I want to keep it about that 18-inch length, which I do. And I'm actually probably going to make it just a little bit bigger. And so I'm going to cut this right in the middle. And I have some cutters. in my package here. And so basically, if you've ever seen a pliers, this is just the cutting part of a pliers. So you could certainly just use the cutting part of a pliers. And I am just going to cut one of these little links. I'm going to cut it by just squeezing, and it should just come apart. If it doesn't, you might have to do a little twisting. And then make sure you didn't cut any other pieces, because it's fairly easy to do, especially with a small chain, is to cut or wreck another piece. And so if you do, just take off those pieces before you start going. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a jump ring on each side of these, and I'm just going to put that necklace on. So I got my smaller jump rings. Again, remember, you don't want to peel it open. You just want to twist it side to side so that it opens up. Go ahead and put that right through there. Put this on here. I didn't make the jump ring wide enough for that. Pretty thick. I'll slide that back. Of course, I don't want to have any space in there because then your chain will slide right out. Now, take the other jump ring and do the same thing on the other side. So now I have my piece right in the middle here. Looks nice and cute. Now, we're just going to do a lobster clasp. And I think I'm going to do the smallest size, pretty dainty necklace that we're using. No, thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to use the small ones. And so with the lobster clasp, it comes with the clasp and the little tag on the other side. Again, we want to use the small jump rings to attach these. Apparently, I got the only two jump rings that are already attached to each other, a whole bunch. What do you need? So just put that on there. I'll put the tag side on. You can take them apart if you want. You can keep them together. Doesn't matter. Again, make sure you don't have any space in your jump rings. That's how things wiggle and come apart. Do the last jump ring here, and then that'll be our necklace. It was pretty simple. Pretty simple stuff. Jump rings and attaching charms and different things. You can make cute little necklaces without having to have a ton of knowledge about how to make jewelry. And I know for sure Michael's and Joanne's have charms and things like that you can do. There it is. That's it. Oh, we just dumped this all over the table. Can you pick up the ones that are on the table? There we go. Well, I hope you had fun with a little bit of jewelry making. Pretty easy jewelry making. And I'll have a couple more classes coming up. I keep thinking of things. So have a good night, everybody.